Well, hello and welcome. This is part two to my China carrier strike against a U.S. carrier group. Now, I made some changes because the first time it didn't work out very well. They didn't even touch the carrier group. And so what I've done is I've added more aircraft. As we can see here, there are now 81 aircraft. I added another eight S, sorry, not Su-30s, but J-16s uh, to add to the bar cap here because I took all the other J-16s off of the bar cap and put them on the strike mission. So we can see here we have some YJ-83s and some AKF-98s as we did in the previous video. But I also have the 12 down here of the YJ-83s. So we have a lot more YJ-83s going in. Um, Another change that I made was that I added four Badgers, four H-6 Badgers. Now the Badgers are armed with the YJ-12, which is a supersonic anti-ship missile. Each one has four, so that's 16 supersonic missiles that will be added to this mission. Another change that I made was that I made I gave a time on target for the mission here at 5:45. So this way, most of the weapons should arrive roughly at the same time. Now, the AI generates this, and there are often some issues where you have to coordinate all the aircraft taking off and then launching their ordnance. And some of them will launch right above the airport because, or the airbase, because they have very long range, the missiles. The others, like the YJ-83, they have to fly pretty close, within 100 nautical miles, and so they're at risk of getting shot down. Now, I've continued the scenario already after contact. The air battle has already begun. As you can see here, there are missiles in the air. Um, yeah, so we're engaged. Now, most of my cap aircraft are the J-10s, although there are a few of the J-16s, as you can see here, but mostly J-10s. The bar cap is very large. I believe it's 9 aircraft now, but it should be around 6 aircraft on average, where the American bar cap is pretty small. I believe it's 2 and 2. I believe it's two F-18s and two F-35s. The F-35s you will see are very interesting because they're essentially undetectable. Basically, you only know they're there because you'll see a bunch of missiles flying out of nowhere. Uh, Although in my test runs, the J-35s, sorry, the F-35s were shot down, and they shot down quite a few. So we'll see how that plays out here. So I'm going to go ahead and run it at times 15 speed, and we'll play through the air battle here. And in about 45 minutes or about 50 minutes game time, we should see the strike launch, or actually arrive. Yeah, so here we can see there are some aircraft in the air here. These are F-18s, and I'm being chased by missiles, probably coming from the Arleigh Burks or the Ticonderoga here, and I lost one of my airborne early warning aircraft. Now I have several in the air, so this shouldn't be a problem. So we're getting a lot of missiles coming, mostly probably from the ship. These are SAMs, yeah, from the ships down here. Probably mostly from the Ticonderoga. I guess the good news is they're using their missiles now and not when the strike happens, which is going to be, well, still a ways off. In about 20 minutes, we should see aircraft starting to take off. No, another J-16 lost. Going to lose quite a few aircraft. Okay, I'm starting to fire on their cap. Destroyed an F-18. What I should do is launch one of my J-20s and take out this Hawkeye down here. But I think I'll leave him be for now. We do have a lot of aircraft on patrol, so I am losing aircraft. The J-10 gone. gonna see if I can turn off the range symbols except for selected aircraft. Forget what that is in the game. Oh, this guy's probably gone, or this flight is gone. Yep. Okay, that was expected. With a lot of missiles, probably from F-35s, because we didn't see what launched it. Okay. Yeah. See, something is here and is launching missiles. We can't see it with our airborne early warning aircraft, so it must be the F-35s. I suspect these guys are Winchester. Oops. Meaning they are out of missiles.
Tactical. Negative radar contact.
Yeah, RTB. Could be fuel state as well. They're low on fuel. Okay. This guy is
Negative radar contact.
also RTB. Is he
Is
out of fuel? Oh wow, look at that.
Tactical. Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain.
Lost another airborne early warning aircraft. And another airborne early warning aircraft. Oh, I might lose sight of the carrier group. Yeah, these are F-35s, and they're kicking my ass here. Yeah, these F-35s are nasty. Okay, as you can see here, it looks like our strike is being planned, and we'll start taking. I guess probably what you're hearing is them taking off over here. Yeah, they're up here, forming up. Well, it looks like I still have a radar track on them. Oh no, I don't. 4 minutes since the last track. This guy has a visual on this, but yeah, this could be a problem since I don't have airborne early warning aircraft up. I think I have one. It's flying to. Okay, there we go. We now have track on.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
We can attempt. Let's see, click on this guy here. I'll attempt a TAC view. It might not work because of the number of units we have here. It can be pretty laggy. This computer doesn't seem to like it. Okay, so we do have a lot of aircraft kind of just orbiting around here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's the J-10s on patrol.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
Yeah, a lot of aircraft flying in this area here. It's going to slow down my computer.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only.
I'll turn that back on again once we get close to the strike. So you can see where the weapon launch location is down here. It's for the YJ-83s. I guess what these guys are doing. Bam, launching missiles already. Hopefully the cap is going to absorb some of these shots from the F-35s and from the carrier strike group down here. And these aircraft will get close enough to launch. We can take a look at what this looks like in the TAC view. Probably a lot of aircraft in the air.
And go ahead for
Let's see here. F-30. So here we go. Here's the strike. You can see a lot of aircraft in the air. Okay. And some more over there. As we approach, we can see some SAMs coming into the air here. Um, uh-oh, lost a J-10. Keep going. And so we got the cap coming in, running a screen here. So let's look at some J16s. And this is some J10. This is the SH, the trainer version, which only has really, really primitive radar, older radar. Oh, again, something's launching missiles at us here. We don't know what it is. Again, probably F-35. No, we do have an F-18 here, but we can't see what's here. Something is here launching at us, and they're probably what are getting most of the kills. Uh, this is really slowing down my computer. What I might do is try this again without all the civilian planes and ships. Might run a little faster. Oh, lost another J16. Not sure how this is going to interrupt the strike. It looks like they are being attacked. Yeah, these are the. Oh no, this is an anti-air one. PL-15s. Okay, this is YJ-83s. Yeah, the YJ-83s might have trouble
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all
getting into
separation.
position for their strike. Yeah, I keep losing aircraft. Let's try a 3D view here again. Okay. Well, they're still generally going. Some of them are changing. They're getting pretty close to the weapon launch point, though. And it looks like this F-18 is returning to the carrier. Yeah, once we get here, we should be good. I also turned off most of the missile systems engagement range to non-escape zone. So they're a lot more conservative on when they fire. That's why we're not seeing a lot of the what is it, the SA6s being launched at long range. Is this register as a SAM? Yeah, this is coming from the Arleigh Burke down here.
Push tactical. Buster 2, negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
Okay, we're getting to the launch point here. Gonna slow my computer down even more, but oh, it froze. There we go. Okay. Looks like gonna lose some aircraft here. I guess they're targeting the missiles. We have a bunch of SAMs coming out of here. Looks like. Uh, yeah, we're approaching the time on target period. I'm gonna pause this and switch over to the American side so we can see what they can see. Okay, so they see a bunch of aircraft and a bunch of missiles coming in, and they're shooting out, as we can see it here. They're shooting out SAMs to intercept. So let's see. Show range symbols for selected targets. Let's go ahead and see how well there are how well they do at shooting down these vampires.
And go ahead for
That's an F-18. So there's some F-35s here. That radar.
request.
There's a lot of SAMs coming out.
Go ahead for request.
So we're prioritizing the missile now we're firing on the airplanes. So he's Winchester, he's going back. This guy's going back as well. I didn't turn on permission for them to use their sidewinders. Oh, here we have a whole stream of RIM 174s going out, SM6s. These must be the supersonic missiles. We lost this contact here, which means it's going to appear pretty close here. We get out to about 10 nautical, about 20 nautical miles roughly about here. Yeah, here they come. Well, we're missing a lot. We might get some flyby. Not sure if that hit a ship or not. No, it's not damaged. Oh, it's close. Oh, we lost the Ticonderoga, the Antietam. Oh no, yeah, the Antietam. Oh, that's not good for the carrier. It's well, still there, but it's sinking. Yeah, the damage is really bad. So we lost our shield to the carrier. I don't know if anything else is coming in though. Looks like something was shot down. Okay, more missiles coming in. So we might get some hits on the carrier here. Yeah, our F-35 are launching like the missiles here, but sidewinding. Okay, well the carrier has its own missile defense. Looks like it took out those two. Do we have any more? We have some more. Looks like they're going for the Arleigh Burkes here. Yeah, the John Finn. It's likely going to be able to defend itself. Not as good as the Ticonderoga, but it should be okay. I don't think the carrier took any hits. Still landing aircraft. There's no damage. Huh, so is that everything? We can pause and take a look on the Chinese side and see if there are any other missiles in the air. Um, and it looks like there aren't. Looks like that was it. So what we have is the Ticonderoga was destroyed, but no hits on the carrier. Now, in previous test runs of this, I was able to get several hits onto the carrier, but it didn't stop flight operations. One run, it slowed it way down But a second test run, it just damaged one of the catapults, I believe, and some of the smaller weapon systems like the 50 caliber machine guns. And it damaged some of its sensors, like its electro optical centers, sorry, sensors. I can't say EO sensors, and some of its electronic surveillance equipment was damaged. But in this case, there were no hits on the carrier. There's no damage. Um, let's take a look at losses and expenditures. So China lost a Badger, interestingly, two J two ten sorry J10Cs, six SHs, two J16s. These are just different years, and four, so four, five, six. One, two, three, four airborne early warning aircraft. Um, on the U.S. side, we lost one Ticonderoga and six F-18s. We didn't lose any F-35s. No civilian losses. Like occasionally we'll lose an airliner or we'll get a hit on a fishing vessel, but that didn't happen in this case. So we just lost the Ticonderoga and we lost the Hornet. Now, sorry, six Hornets. So that's actually pretty good for the Americans. I mean, although losing the Ticonderoga is bad, um, but the U.S. now is in a position to strike back. It still has two of its Arleigh Burkes, which have a lot of tomahawks, and it also has its carrier air wing. And we can see here that some of the F-18s are armed with slammers, harpoons, which are useless. Yeah, so we have a few slammers. Where that was here, right? So what was it? Two, four, six, eight, 10. Yeah. Um, it could strike back, especially with all of its Tomahawk cruise missiles. The problem is that the China side has at least two air defense systems, two air defense batteries. So um, I might show that in the third video here, uh, how the U.S. would strike back with what it has left here. But there we can see we were slightly more successful than last time, but still unable to sink the carrier. It's really quite hard to sink the carrier. Even if you hit it, these missiles tend to be pretty small, and the carrier is quite large. So it's really hard to actually sink it. You can slow down its air operations, or maybe you get lucky and destroy all of its catapults. But that hasn't happened in any of my tests. But so anyway, I hope that's interesting. See you next time.